ask me, can I love? But it's not for free. My demons in my ocean and they grab on me. Sitting in my darkness, just out of reach. I can see you in my dream, my final fantasy.
All right. I think we are live. What is going on, everyone? Commodore Laz here, bringing to you guys my reaction / review of Kagurabachi manga chapter 114. Now, the chapter is out. It's a lovely Sunday. You know what that means. Every single Sunday going forward, I believe until the end of November. Whenever the next daylight saving time is, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are live covering Kagurabachi week in, week out. When Shonen Jump goes live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we go live. This is the place to be when it comes to the coverage of Kagurabachi. If you are not subbed up right now, sub now, man. We are about to enter a godly arc that we all thought was not going to be happening until much way down the road. But the time is here to experience it. The Seitei War in arc form is happening. Ladies and gentlemen, who's in here right now? I see Wudinki's in here. What's good? I see Bin is in here. What's good? Topsy, what's good? Hey, man, lock in, y'all. Lock in, y'all. The day has come, man. I am so excited, bro. This chapter is about to come out, I think, right now. At this moment in time, it should be out. Yes, it is. 7 days from now, we are getting 115. So just as clarification, of course, daylight saving time and stuff is happening, everything. So chapters got pushed back an hour. Stream's going to be pushed back an hour, obviously. But first and foremost, how's everybody's day been going so far? I've obviously had a good weekend myself, very busy and everything. And now we have Tanoi out today, man, and I'm so ready for it, bro. Especially after the last chapter, which again, I know some people were kind of, does he get the fact that we're going to a flashback and stuff? Listen, I saw the comments and stuff. Look, at the end of the day, first time reaction. I have no idea what's going on. We cover the official. I have to see how it plays out on my own end. If I make a mistake, it is what it is. We're all human. But I also want to say too, with chat, I allow my chat to be my chat because we all respect opinions and everything that's going on and stuff, man. If people feel a way about something, that's how it is. So when I hear someone saying, like chat's backseeing, whatever, listen, bro, just let him be. Let him be, man. That's all it is, man. Day's been good, but it's about to get a whole lot better. That's big facts, Top C. Big facts, bro. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, chapter is indeed out right now. So let me make over the switch. Of course, like the stream, very important. I heard a theory going around recently that if you like the stream before we get into chapters, many times out of 10, the chapter is a banger. All right. And to prove that fact, we have the belt on the side, but also we have a certain little yamin that we pulling out recently. Every single time a chapter be happening, we get a certain individual with a certain little piece of, But before we even do all that, if you have hydration, if you have water, if you have coffee, if you have tea, it don't matter what it is. Hell, even a Red Bull, for all I know. Because if you got wings, we flying, man. Kampai, bro. Kampai, man. You got to get that in. You got to get that in, bro. If you don't get the Kampai in, man, bad luck is going to happen. I've made myself that promise. We were not messing that up in part 2. From Kingdom to One Piece and JJK now caught up in weekly experience. Hey, D-La, I love that for you, bro. Listen, Kingdom, super gas. One Piece has been amazing too, and I know people have their feelings, but we'll wait for that during the week and stuff. But bro, and then JJK, good stuff on you, man. I know that Medulla just wrapped up its last chapter today. I technically knew about it a little bit or whatever. So yeah, man. Shout out to Gege. Hopefully that we'll get a new series from them very soon. And yeah, but anyways, let me switch over here. Let me switch with this right over here, and we're going to do it in single page form because that's how we do it. Here we go. Here we go, man. Lock in, y'all. It's that time of the week, boys and girls, of course. Chapter 114, the title of this week's chapter, probably deserves this to be put on before anything else, man. Because if I don't do it right, I'm basically disrespecting him. If I don't do this, like, who am I, right? Like, who am I, honestly, right? As long as he's here, and as long as, of course, he's right by the fire and stuff for us to do so, I have to do it. I have to do it, bro. You just have to do it, bro. You just gotta do it, bro. Because, listen, man, without Kunishige Rokuhira, we can't be where we are right now, man. This story, Chihiro, this get back, and produce a godly swordsmith to be, bro, the next Muramasa. You have to, bro. You have to, man. Let me make sure it's all good too, bro. I gotta be careful with this, man. I'm not gonna lie. The headline be crazy. But anyways, Kunishige Rokuhira, chapter 114, and we have Mashiro on the cover. Now, I've been hearing this though, right? Because people have been saying because Soshiro Azami, and I'm hoping to pronounce the name properly and stuff. I know our Azami and stuff. They're saying this could be his brother. Based on last chapter, Soshiro, Mashiro, the heroes and stuff, whatever. What do y'all think of that, possibly? Because Azami, I think pretty much we got confirmation that's supposed to be like the name of the clan and stuff. So what do y'all think, though, if this is like Soshiro's brother? What do you think about that? Let me know. But anyways, so we see him, he's having a little lollipop and stuff, not a bad show. And he has a sword over there in the back, which has like these weird sound wave things, whatever. Zoro upscales hilarious, JD, bro. What's good, bro? What's good, bro? All right, let's get into it, man. So we see, yeah. So this, I don't know. Maybe it has something with sounds or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, a certain lab on the outskirts of Tokyo. Okay, so we're not going back yet to where Kunishige and stuff is. At some point, we're probably gonna go to them after. And it looks like Datenseki that's right there. Ever since Shokoku's appearance, Japan's leading scientists have been convened here to work on top secret government project, researching the Datenseki, a novel mineral that emits tremendous amounts of energy. Okay, so we got one of the laboratories and stuff that are out there and everything, but I love how these have a certain lab. Like we're probably gonna know who exactly be running this anyways. Of course, it's not okay. All right, so it looks like, what is that dish supposed to be? Because the one thing is, I've ordered a dish similar to this, but I don't know if I'm going to get the name properly right on this. There's a specific name for this, and I keep forgetting, but I know this is insanely good. That's good eats right there. I know it's probably more close to Chinese food and stuff, whatever, but that's good eats right there, bro. I tell you right now, Shiba and Master Brothers, that's some good eats right there, boy. Shout out to them, man. Of course, it's not okay. Just because the research isn't going well, you're going to show The Rock to who again? Yeah, I love it. The Rock, like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But you know what it is, the Datenseki. A childhood friend who's a swordsmith. Ah, man. Okay, so I also like this too because I forget, going back to the very first chapter of the series, right? Because obviously they knew each other since they were like teens and whatever, but now it's childhood. So it's like Shiba has known Kunishige for a long period of time. Yakisoba, that's what it is. I appreciate that, Ben. I don't know why I was not thinking about that, but I know Chinese food is a little bit different, like for the dish its names it's called, but yeah, yakisoba. It kind of does look similar to in some ways. But yeah, so yeah, it looks like so Shiba and Kunishige have known each other longer than what we perceived back in chapter 1. Because I remember like thinking they were teens and stuff when they knew each other and everything, which is what I assumed that's how long they know each other for. But childhood friend, now it's a little more. Now it's more than that. Since we pretty much know Mashiro is going to die, my theory is that he's going to wield Kunishige's first prototype, which will fail and explode like Tenri did. Ooh, that'd be a crazy idea, Topsy. Honestly, I would not be shocked if that's the case, but also I would not be shocked either if they were one of the first victims of Akamura Soga. I wouldn't be surprised if they were among it after the fact. Maybe he probably did die in the war, though. Maybe died like in the experiments and stuff. I don't know. But we do know for a fact by the time we get to the present time, he's not around. Unless they are in the geese of a different character. That's the only other twist I can think of that Hokuzono could do. But more than likely, probably dead. And then look at me just chowing this thing down. And he's just like me, though. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as you get done work, and bro, I'm telling you right now, when you are working, that hunger is real. Like, I'm telling you, yesterday, bro, I damn near pushed 20,000 some steps, and my legs were cooked. Like, I was like, yo, I need to sit down. I need to eat. What did I even make yesterday? I made this crazy, like, pork cutlet poutine thing, bro. Oh, my God, it went crazy. But you get the gist of where I'm coming from right now. But the fact that Shiba is eating this right now, bro, hey, listen, I get it, bro. I get it. What kind of civil servant are you? Are you just gonna sit there and slurp? Hey, bro, when you hungry, bro. You can't question these things, man. Also, Kunishige Rokuhira. Never heard of the guy. Who is he? Okay, so there's no knowledge from Ashura at the very least in terms of who Kunishige is, but that's also because of the fact too as well that like his name really I guess wasn't as known back then versus what it is today, even after he passed. You sure about this? What the heck are we? Wait, where the heck are we? Oh, so now they pulled up. Now they pulled up. I gave you that sword, right? Yeah. Now that you're 18, you should have something cool. Thanks. And then okay, so he goes, yay, you got this sword. Okay, cool. Roku Hira forged it. Okay, so now you're about to know that sword that I just gave you. That was him. He made that. Fair enough. I knew it. Yep. Yep. There you go. Huh? For real? How's it feel? Well, yeah, it's a great sword, right? But yo, look! Yo, look at! Yo, look at my man though. Yo, he was definitely going crazy trying to make this thing work back in the day and stuff, bro. And just, when we were 12, Rokuhira started a brutal apprenticeship as a swordsmith. Ooh. This looks to be something we may have to keep in the tuck. This is why I put this bandana on, primarily not just for the aesthetics, but also to store things in our mind. He has started an apprenticeship as a swordsmith, which means that he had a master, a shisho, which means there is a chance ball in part 2 that Chihiro is going to end up running into somebody who had taught Kunishige. I would put money on that person still being alive and being a character we do me in part 2. So lock it in right now. Chihiro, listen, if we had done the bingo board prior and stuff and had to add things, he's meeting the person that taught Kunishige. So when we were 12, Rokuhira started a brutal apprenticeship as a swordsmith. Every now and then, he snuck off and came here. I've had it. I quit. I don't want to make swords. Okay, so he was going through hell. So that same person's probably going to do that to Chihiro. Fair enough. Welcome back. Sounds like it was rough. That's all he can say. He's like, welcome back. No, bro, I'm just pissed. Like, come on. And then the next day, he busts open in blood. So what did you do wrong? Every time he screwed up, they threw stuff at him. So, they probably threw some Datenseki, bro. I mean, even though it probably originated, like, way after and stuff, but they probably threw something at his dome. For it to be bleeding that much, man, like, come on, bro. That's crazy. He's like, save me. Wheeze, wheeze. You've got something stuck in you. Absolute idiots, bro. Why are you always so calm? But I will say this, though. It is perfect on Shiba to be that calmness because going back to, was it chapter 2, when you see the reaction, how he felt when Kunishige died and the whole thing with Chihiro and his emotions and stuff. I think the moment when Shiba really breaks down, yeah, that's going to hit different, bro. It's going to hit different. There's moments where it looks he's on the brink but hasn't, but yeah. All the stocks in Master if it's only up for here. Hey, man. By the way, we had 26 on people, and I'm seeing right now only 8 likes. Like the stream, man. I'm telling you, bro. The more you like the stream, the chances of us getting a banger chapter of the Tonoya manga that Takeru Hokuzono produces week in, week out, it goes up, bro. Like the stream, y'all. Like the stream. If you're watching on the VOD, shout out to the VOD gang. Like the VOD, man. All right, next page. He rarely sells any swords, so nobody's heard of him. But he's the real deal. Hey, bro, that's how you big up your boy, though, man. Even though you've been going through some stuff and everything, it's like, listen, man. At the end of the day, he stuck to his ideals. He stuck to the grind. And now this is where he's at, bro. Mashiro might be Hachaku. Ooh, that would be a crazy twist. Although I will say this, though, Gabriel. The only thing I will say about that, though, you go back to the last chapter. Remember how we saw the boat when it was passing by those trees and whatever? Like the base of the wood or whatever. I like the stalk. I think that's the stump or whatever it is, like the thing. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I do think, though, he probably originated from Shikoku. Like, in my mind, Hachaku definitely came from Shikoku. There's no question in my mind. He's got to be from there. Because it just feels like if he is, in fact, the mastermind behind this entire thing, what's going on, like, Yoro's the leader, but he's, like, the Black Setsu, it only makes sense he's got to be from Shikoku. Only got to make sense he's from there. You know what I mean? Let's go, man. Hey, what's good, fam? What's good, fam? What's good? Yeah, Shiba knew Kunishige from way back. Make chapter 2. Yeah, it does. I think the longer that we know what the relationship is, it definitely makes that scene harder and harder to to like go look back on and be like, damn, bro, like I really hit him. You know what I mean? Masha reminds me more of the Immortal guy for whatever because they look similar. Maybe. We have to look back on those appearances. Definitely, I'm gonna have to do a little small reread on that. But he's the real deal. Oh yeah. Well, if he grew up with you, Shiba, he's probably some kind of freak. Well, I'll tell you this right now: the shirt selection may confirm that. Maybe. What's that supposed to mean? He could have starved to death by now, though. He's broke. Oh, yeah? Well, I mean, that is true because he don't be selling swords. So how the hell does he make Walla? That is a good point, though. How the hell is he making Walla? How the heck are you even getting... I mean, after the fact, after the war, he definitely had to been selling stuff after the fact to make some kind of money. Because how are you feeding Chihiro and the fish? How do you even buy the fish? You know what I mean? Very interesting stuff. Anyways. Oh, yeah. Okay, so still nothing. Okay, so wait, they went and knocked on the door, and they're still there, so I guess nobody's there. Fair enough. Shiba is no freak, he is my goat. Hey, you never know sometimes, bro. Never meet your heroes. Never meet your heroes, bro. Never meet your heroes, bro. By the way, we have 30-some people in here, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, bro. Appreciate y'all coming through. Made to streaming, I love this chapter. Hey, bro. Shout out to Nero, man. Shout out to Nero, bro. 18 years in the past, and Yukisada 17. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is true. Yukisada is like 17. How we confirm the ages, though, for the other members of the Ishaku? I don't remember. 20 years in the past. 20 years in the past. Yeah, so there's no way Yukisada would be there. You know what I mean? So there's probably no way. I don't know. Anyways. Maybe he did starve to death. Okay, bro. Oh, yeah? Too bad. That's just how the story ends. That's how the flashback ends, bro. He starved to death. It is what it is. It's open. The guy never locks up. Let's check the forge. That's also, by the way, something. Listen, man. Lock your doors. When you go home, lock your doors. When you leave the crib, lock the doors, bro. I can't stress that enough. There's too many people that think, yo, no one's going to come into my house and rob you, bro. Think again. So he goes inside. This place is an absolute mess, bro. His wife has to have been around by this time, too, as well. So we have... That's also another thing, too. Bro, we're going to see his wife at some point in this whole thing. Unless this kid, Chihiro, was made through Datenseki or something. I don't know. Right? Animesh, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? Thanks for coming through, fam. Bro, there's one panel of Kunishige, and I love the A. There's many panels of him I absolutely love. Though, you know what's one panel that's been ruined for me, though, when it comes to Kagurabachi? And I think it's just because the community is so funny at times, but just like, there's sometimes it gets too far. You know the panel when Chihiro is like saying like, I'm not joking, I'm going to be a top swordsman and stuff. You know how, because it's that look that when Kunishige is like this with his neck, right? Because he's looking at one direction, and then in the present time, 112. Bro, somebody did something to his eyes, because I'm 1000% certain he wasn't doing this. The cross-side thing with his eyes, why would you do that to my man? Why would you do that to my man? If y'all have seen that image, it cursed me, bro. I cannot look at that chapter the same way ever again, especially with the things that the war taught me was a lesson. What I got from the war was a lesson, that line from Soga, bouncing over to that part. Bro, I can't look at that panel no more, man. My boy eyes are this way rather than center focus. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Chihiro's a sword, that would be something. Could imagine that. Bro, it pissed me off to no end, Topsy. I couldn't believe, like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to my man? Anyways, so we're probably gonna have to see this girl soon, because otherwise, this house is absolutely abysmal, bro. Like, the insides right here, this is absolutely cooked. Shiba goes inside to look for food. There's gotta be something spoiled in there, bro. There's only 3 things I'm seeing in there. There's not even water. Yeah, no, this guy's had terrible eats. This is terrible eats, bro. Yo, who fridge like this? Whose fridge is like this, bro? I'm not joking to you, man. If I come to your crib and this is what I'm seeing in your fridge, I'm walking out. Like, let me look in this fridge, bro. No, we have to zoom in. I'm sorry. We gotta zoom in. I know we gotta zoom in. We gotta zoom into the important parts. We see empty shell of eggs with nothing in there. I don't even know what the hell that's supposed to be. Like feathers, if that's supposed to be like, I don't know what that is. But this top part right here, I don't even know. Bro, this guy's got something in here that should not even be here. I don't know. I don't know. But then also I'm seeing right here this like a half a Coca-Cola, maybe, and an empty water bottle. Nah, bro. His girl literally made him out to die. I'm telling you right now. Let me fix this thing over here. There we go. I'm pretty sure made him out to die because there's no way somebody lives like this, bro. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe that. Anyways, this guy's hopeless. This is true to form. I love the look on his face too. He's like looking at this thing like he's about to get like a sandwich or something, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Oh man, he's like, whoa. It's like this dead guy. Is this guy's dead or something? Oh my god. Yeah, there's actually. You know what? I'm gonna lock in another one. I'm gonna lock in another one, bro. Shout out to my boy over there on the ground. He okay. Lock in another one. When Hakuri and Iori pull up to Chihiro's crib, they're going to find him like this. I promise you right now, they are going to find him like this. Bro so broke that the Hishaku would give him money. No, that's facts. Enigma, that is facts. I'm telling you right now, Hokuto definitely gave him $150 with some change because he felt so bad the situation that the brother was in. You know what I'm saying? A whole $150 with some change included, bro. That's how bad it is. Chihiro cooked for him, so Kunishige must be starving. Bro, the thing is, where the hell did he go? You know what I'm saying? Where did you get the money if you're not selling swords? I'm not gonna lie, man. There's a very, very dangerous option right here, possibly of what Kunishige was doing, making money. I don't want to say it, bro. I really don't want to say it. But if I start seeing more stuff out there that makes me question it, I'm gonna say it, bro. I'm gonna say it, bro. Kunishige the type of guy is to keep frozen bugs in the fridge. No, he would, bro. Is it bugs or I don't even know what that is, bro. I thought it was like feathers. It was like spoiled meat. I don't know, bro. He has half a Coca-Cola bottle and an empty water bottle in there, bro. I don't know what he's doing, bro. I don't know what he's doing, bro. Kunishige on the feet finder grind. No, he kind of might be, bro. He kind of might be. But yeah, wait, he might really be dead. Look at Matsuyo's reaction, just pointing. I'm gonna go help the guy out, bro. Like, yo, I hate when people do this, bro. You know how annoying it is sometimes, like, when you see in these stories, of like, oh, the guy's on the ground, he's knocked the fuck out. Like, bro, how about help him out? How about help him out, bro? Like, instead of pointing and being shocked. Come on, dog. Which is it? Oh, there he is, up there, my boy. Look at him, bro. Who are you? Too bright. He's alive. Nice to meet you, bro. Shout out to our swordsmith god, bro. Shout out to him, man. By the way, we have 42 some people in here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, bro. Appreciate y'all coming through. Like the stream, very important. Sub if you haven't already, man. Yo, Orokuhira, what you doing? Long time no see. I passed out from hunger. Yeah, I could tell, bro. But that terrible fridge, bro. Yo, I can't lie, man. I know I feel bad right now because my boy hasn't put the thing on, but I gotta take it off, bro. We gotta protect the hairline, bro. Y'all don't understand, man. I don't know how he didn't cook himself like this, bro. But anyways, let's make sure we straight. Passed out from hunger. Is this normal? How can you just chill there on the floor? Yo, this guy's not serious. He's like this, bro. He's so unserious. And this is with him not even putting on a shirt, bro. Oh hell no! Now we done it. Yeah, now we done it. Now I bring up the cross-eyed thing, and now you're about to try and do up the gimmick, bro. I tried to save you, and you just let go of my hand and fall down, bro. Yeah, Kiso, but yo, this guy is a troll, bro. He actually is. He knew that his boy had some good eats, and he's like, yo, now we gotta squabble, bro. Kunishige is a looker. No, he can't, bro. Can't join today. We'll catch up later. Hey, PM, you good, fam. Appreciate you, bro. Delph, nah, he might be, though. We continue to eat with the Kagurabachi. Big facts, man. I do wonder when the actual moment's gonna happen when we get the name drop for Kagurabachi. Probably after, like, Chihiro makes the swords. I would imagine that. W, gimme, man. Yeah, he got the face card of a protagonist. I don't know how to describe. You know what? You're not wrong on that, the Salt Pack. You're not wrong on that. He definitely has that MC type look to him, and I probably fell onto Chihiro afterwards. You know what I mean? The gimme, yeah. Look at him, bro. He's actually sick of the head. Uh-oh. You can smell it. Gimme. Yo, You know what face he's making right now? And this is before the series unfortunately went to shit for me personally, but if you know, Demon Slayer, there are certain faces that they'd be making and stuff that are actually like generally hilarious. But you know, it'd be what it be, man. Like, give me, dude, you're too starved. I already ate it. And look at him, bro. He's like growling at him, bro. He's like, "Rrrr. Calm down. I'll feed you after you look at this." He's like a feral dog. Yo, no, dead ass. He kind of be, bro. That's actually kind of crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, big facts. Yeah, I knew that was. Yeah, Hokuzono has too many handsome middle-aged men in one manga. Kunishige, Samura, Natsuki, Hokuto. You're not wrong, Topsy. Not wrong, man. That will be the official beginning of the end of the manga when we get the title. That. See, I don't know. I actually am the complete opposite. I think that's how we'll know how, like, it could be the beginning of the end, but also be like, okay, now we here. Now we genuinely here. When we get that, the Kagurabachi, then now we are here. You know what I'm saying? I think that could be that. Natsuki's a bit younger than middle-aged man, but you get the point. No, for sure. Because I forgot how old he's now, technically. He's like, is he 18 right now? Actually, no, he's not. That was probably before with his brother and stuff, but I can't remember. This is our Kagurabachi. Crazy. Anyways. And then he waves the dot Tenseki, bro. Like, the dot Tenseki, he just waving this thing right at him, bro. Ew, yo, he drooling and everything, too. Bro, I mean, I knew you hungry, but still. Huh? Can you tell us anything about this rock? And he just picks it up like this after just, like, holding on to it. Wait. Don't just hand it to him. That rock is Japan's most critical. And he just smashed that thing on the ground. Yo, what is he doing, bro? They just look at him like, what? Why'd you do that? This guy's nuts. This rock is tough. Okay, so he's testing the durability and stuff to see how good it would be to forge it. That makes sense. So Kunishige is like 20 years old here? Okay. Okay, so he's definitely 20, yeah. New N10, I can't follow in my father's footsteps. I'll call this blade Kagurabachi. That would be kind of gas. Also, by the way, I'm going to throw this out in the open because obviously we're going to find out eventually at some point in time. What do y'all think of the idea that Chihiro's mom is named Kagura? And then the Bachi part probably comes from like a different thing, whatever, to connect as the two. I don't know. I have to feel like whatever the moment, like if you had to imagine what is the cause for him to come up with Kagurabachi, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure before Hokuzono has talked about exactly what it meant, or they haven't. I don't know. But y'all let me know, man. Let me see. I'm not part of this for real. That's your reaction? You're freaking me out. Chill. Well, what's with this rock? Okay, so we get the data analysis right there afterwards. So we're about to see exactly what is going to lead to the process of the enchanted blades from here. It means divine dance. Okay, so they could be named divine. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Mama Soga, A. I mean, Kagura Soga would kind of be fire too. I'm not going to say it, you know? Keep reading? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. What's with the rock? And you see the reaction there from Mashiro. Wait, if you hit that thing with spirit energy, like I do that, it'd be all over if I did. This is off a breadcrumb, bro. This is all off a breadcrumb, bro. By the way, but if I'm accidentally asking questions I shouldn't be asking, just literally just tell me keep reading. Legitimately, bro. If it's something that you think might be answered in this chapter, just tell me keep reading, bro. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do, man. That's all you gotta do. So my fault for inquiring when I should be reading. That's on me. Its particles are faintly growing. Its particles are faintly growling. So this thing has a bark on it? It can bite, it snarls like you know what I mean? That's wild. Reacting ever so slightly to the spirit energy inside my body. If I channel spirit energy into it, it would resonate with those particles and explode. I bet it blow away a human being easy. Now, I also think this has been confirmed already back all the way at the very beginning of the story when we were with Sojo and stuff of how they talk about the human body, the spirit energy, and how it can tap into the swords, utilize its powers and all that, right? Because it does feel like in some ways like hockey to me, where it's like everybody has hockey, but like it takes like a certain individual to be able to like channel its true potential to utilize it. I don't know. But yeah, no, not for sure. That's just, yeah, that, trust me. Just tell me keep reading and I'll shut up next time. Don't worry, my fault, my fault. So yeah. And you see the look on Mostrel. So he knows, it's like, okay, this guy knows his stuff. He knows his stuff. Unbelievable. The first time they exposed it to spirit energy, there was an explosion. After that, scientists further experimented with its explosive qualities, and their investigations led to them basically the exact same conclusion. You figured all that out instantly. This is how you know Kunishige is different, bro. You know this boy is different, man. And obviously, of course, the Hishaku knew that there was no way they were allowed to keep a guy like him alive. Because obviously what we know of Kunishige and what he created with the Enchanted Blades was one thing, but the potential for it to get to another level beyond, or to oppose them, whatever it may be, right? Which is why they got him out of here. There is one thing I was about to say too as well regarding it. Because I don't know, because then you guys are probably gonna be like keep reading too as well. But maybe it's like I'm looking into the future, right? Do you guys think that there's other swordsmiths we're going to run into at some point in time? Like outside of Kunishige, right? Outside of Kunishige, there's probably other people we're going to run into at some point in time that are going to eventually make counters of the Enchanted Blades. Because I'll be honest with you, if that was to happen, the story gets extended by a lot. By a lot. Just off one extra swordsmith, it extends it by a lot. Because then you have Chihiro's avenue that he's walking, where he's going to use those blades for good to get rid of things. But then it gets so spooky. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Fair enough. Fair enough. What am I saying? Fair enough. I'll shut up. Yo, man. I think, you know what? We'll read. Let's read. But all I know is right now, this face that she was making is just, hey, bro. Way to glow, man. He's got a real eye. Bro, this face is hideous, bro. I'm telling you. I can see this being the next Abby that's going to go crazy on social media, man. Anyways. Where'd you get your hands on this? Princess... So that's why you guys are telling me to shut my mouth and keep reading. I have to, hey man, you know what? Where'd you get your hands on this? Princess Soga's prophecy? I know it's not prophecy, but prophecy? Prohecy? Let me know, man. Let me know. I can ask y'all that, right? I can ask y'all that. I called it. But let me know how am I pronouncing this, bro? How am I pronouncing this, bro? I could definitely ask this though, for sure. Like, there's no key. You guys cannot tell me to keep reading when I ask for a pronunciation, though, right? Surely, right? Prophecy. I hope. Let me see your later, right? Princess is crazy. Visitum. Prophecy is the verb version of prophecy. If I genuinely said my true thoughts on John Weary, do you guys think I would lose my account? Yes or no? If I told y'all my genuine thoughts inside my head, no bandana, y'all think I'll lose my account or not? Oh, let me know. Cheat. Okay. Chiaki. She's got it rough too. We got a name, y'all. Now I need a body and we in there, boy. Chiaki Soga. Initially, 1,000 yards. Hey, bro. I may have created the Da Tenseki, but no clue in that pronunciation. Hey, you good. Da Tenseki is all that matters, man. Chiaki Soga, bro. That's good. Now I'm really curious about Kagurabachi. Now I'm really curious about this. Where the hell are we going to go from there? So she's a princess. That's very fascinating. But have they said the timeline this is like what? Sometime in the 90s, late 80s, 90s, I think, timeline wise. Because I know we're down about 20 years, but have they said exactly the year period just to make sure that I remember everything and stuff? Because if we're still doing a princess, I mean, technically we are still doing princesses. Technically, I think in Japan still does it. I'm pretty sure England still does it. Some places in Europe, I think, still do it with their monarchies and stuff. Yeah. Wait, fire? Don't. Oh yeah, because you use the lighter. Yeah. It looks like it takes heat if you go slow. Okay, it takes heat fine if you go slow. So yeah, he's showing like with the flame and stuff after to see if it works fine and no problems. No problems. And Mashiro is just mad nervous, bro. I don't blame him because your first time meeting this guy, you have no clue what you're getting into, you know? Anything else? Give me a bit more time. That's funny, bro. You thought you were gonna get an answer right away. It's like, nah, give me more time. Yeah, Bachi has no year timeline. Okay, fair enough. So my boy Chihiro is a prince. That's actually a good way to put it too there, Ben. Did you like it, Mashiro, the cover? I think he's Hinao's brother. You think so? I don't know. I've always liked the idea that it probably might be Soshiro Azami because of the eros and stuff. But that's the first time I'm hearing that. So you know what? I will keep that in mind. That's actually not a bad show. That's not a bad show. What y'all think though? Azami brother or Hinao brother for Mashiro? What y'all saying? But yeah. Let me see. Present time Bachi is flip phone era. That's insane. You talking about LeBron James when he had like the phone, he was at the slam dunk contest and stuff, or actually no, on the Monday Night Raw, if I remember, because that's hideous work. Anyways, Rokohira, come to Tokyo with us. The government's research is at a dead end. You could show him how it's done. Oh, sounds like work, bro. I'm gonna punch him. I'm actually legitimately gonna punch him now. Listen, bro. I love this man. That's my swordsmith. I just saw your fridge a few pages ago. Please get some guala. Please fill that fridge. Please get an air fryer for crying out loud, bro. Don't piss me off, Kunishige. This man saying sounds like work. I get it. You probably don't want to be rocked up with them government man and whatever, bro. But if I have to look at your damn fridge one more time and see those bug-infested cucumbers and half a Coca-Cola bottle in there, bro, I'm going to lose it. I'm generally going to lose it, bro. Who's hotter between Samura and Kunishige? Might be Prime Samura, bro. No cap. No cap. Actually, no BAP. I should be saying BAP, but my fault. Samura with the eyes, bro, I'm telling you, it's tough. But I also got to see, listen, you know what it is? I have to see Chiaki to know what Prime Kunishige was moving like. You know what I mean? I have to see it, bro. I gotta see it. Hinao, nothing related to her either. Hey, listen, the last name is what we go on off, but hey, who knows? Who knows? He'd have to have the same last. Well, the thing is, isn't Azami the last name? Right? I'm 1000% sure. Like the Rokuhira is like the last name part. Azami's the last name part, so I'm pretty sure like that's probably what it is. So like again, Mashiro could be an Azami. He could also be Hinao saying, I don't know. Y'all tell me. Yes, I say the air fryer. Please, bro, get some. I know there's a flip phone era, but my boy is swordsman, bro. He kind of a cook. He gotta make something happen, man. Kunishige Rizuhira about to be, hey, man, listen. He is that dude. He is that dude. But I think I still go Samura. I'm sorry, bro. Samura got some dog in him, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You just got it. Sounds like work. It's your chance to make a name for yourself. What for? You want to see Chiaki, bro? Bro, I want to say this name so bad, but it's like, bro, I need an appearance behind it, bro. You want to see Chiaki, don't you? Whatever. Bro. If she is a rocket and this man's talking about some whatever, I'm going to snipe him, bro. Because then I'm going to understand slightly how Soga feels. Right? This man talking about some whatever, bro. So not only the fact that you don't care about getting no guala. You don't care about no damn guala to fill your fridge. But you don't care to see a potential baddie, bro. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing, bro? I'll buy you lunch. In that case... Oh, my God. I'm so exhausted. I'm so mentally exhausted with him, bro. He said, I'll offer you lunch. So here's the thing. You don't want to make no money. You don't want to make no money. You don't want to see your girl. But if your man's comes says, hey, listen, I got you with some lunch, fairs. Fairs. And he's actually struggling with this too, bro. Like, he doesn't even want to leave the house. He has to be the top 1 introvert, though. He's got to be a top 1 introvert, bro. Of course, I'll go. Food first, huh? Yep. Master already knew what type of time we on. Bro, look at him. His eyes are damn near trying to get bloodshot, bro. It's actually bad, bro. Chalky was up there baddie, bro. Has to be. Has to be. The food did it. Food did it for sure, man. Food did it for sure. And then look at them after. Hey, are we seriously taking this guy with us? You saw it for yourself, right? His eyes are unreal. No, he is looking crazy. This dude needs to be drug tested right now, bro. I'm sorry, yo. If somebody pulled up to me and said, yo, I got you a proposition of enchanted blades, and he rocked up with them eyes, I am smoking you on sight, bro. I'm not allowing you near the premises. You're not near my fridge, first and foremost, bro. But you gotta get out of here, bro. Look at these eyes. They look psychotic. Yeah, he's impressive, but we don't have a clearance for this. Look at him, bro. He's like, let's go. And he's a barbarian, bro. Yeah, the barbarian part kills me because I'm literally playing on the side Civilization 6. I haven't bought 7 because I've heard bad things about the game. But Civ 6, bro, it's just like, yo. Yo, every time I play a barbarian, is dead ass gonna be him, bro. Is dead ass gonna be him. Kunishige is actually the classic Shonen MC. No, he is. He really is, though. And I actually love that we're getting that for him versus what we have with Chihiro, which is not a bad thing, right? Because I have a mad appreciation for characters like Chihiro, especially now knowing him for as long as we have and stuff. But it's just like, bro, seeing Kunishige now in this role, it's just, it's dope, man. It's dope. He's not even introverted, bro. You just don't want to do shit. I mean, introverts don't want to do shit, bro. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, it always be introverts that tell you that they're not introverts. Yes, he is. He 1000% is, bro. Like, he 1000% is, bro. I don't want to hear this. If you are not trying to go out, not trying to do stuff, not trying to get nothing done, you're an introvert, bro. Like, what are we talking about, man? Oppenheimer, if he was a broke Japanese tweaker, that is crazy, top C. But that is facts. He is literally Oppenheimer, bro. Luffy ass mentality. Hey, Lucas, you already know, man. You already know. Kunishige is, yeah. Prime time historical figure that changed the course of Japan in universe, by the way. Hey, bro. He's like, nah. This guy's gonna be revolutionary, bro. Yeah, I love that there, bro. And listen, bro. They knew. Shiba Ben knew, bro, what his man's was gonna be like, bro. And then Mashiro's just like, what's gonna happen? He's like, oh boy. Alright. Switching over now. And I think, yeah, Datenseki Research Lab. So I'm pretty sure it's the one that was referenced at the beginning of the chapter, I think. Probably. Gah. He's not picking up. Okay, so this looks like a government official dude or whatever. So, alright. Let's lock in. I need to make a quick stop and then I'll head back. Shiba, don't do anything stupid, please. Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? Welcome. I'm Hasumi of the Sorcery Bureau. Interesting. This is the first time we're actually hearing about the Sorcery Bureau, or is that like a different name for like the Kaminabi guys? But if this is like more so government stuff, then it definitely feels like it's something completely separate. Maybe. Sorcery Bureau. It probably does sound like a separate thing. This place is surprisingly empty. We've only got limited personnel here. Just the scientists and government officials involved with the research. The facility is protected by a force field, so there's also a few sorcerers on security. Okay. We got a little something over here in terms of, I guess, like a, like, it's government stuff. It's government stuff at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like another separate. It feels like we're going to have to deal with these guys at some point in time, though, in part 2 as well. The fact that we're going to be learning stuff about them. Because if I'm not mistaken, and I think, no, because I think it was the Hishaku. Remember how it was said that somebody leaked Kunishige's location, and it was somebody who used to work with the Kaminabi? Right? Kaminabi was previously known as the CSA Counter Sorcery Army. Okay, and that's something we knew about, I guess, from before and stuff, probably, yeah. Before the war, so there is now. Okay, so the Kaminabi was not yet. Okay, got you. Okay. There's also a few sorcerers on security. The academics want academics. That is a name. The academics want a swordsmith's opinion. They must be seriously desperate. Oh! Hold on. Is that Subaru? Is that Subaru? Because I'm looking at this part, right? When he was like talking to the guy, someone opens the door, whatever, and stuff, right? And I'm like, why is he? Because you know what I'm saying? Because the bandana thingy, whatever, right? Scholars. Okay. What if Master's a traitor? Who knows? Is that Subaru? Is that 1000% Subaru? Because remember, look at that look. Look at that look, bro. It is him, right? Got you. So that brother was playing nonchalant. Yo, I'll say this right now. I would not have a single problem if Subaru and Pinky, if they're told to us through the Seitei War before we get to them in the present stuff, because obviously different vibes and energy. But yeah. So big Subaru with the sushi. Hey, bro, listen. I hope I see the sushi for the outro today when we go through the emojis and stuff. If it existed, the Kominami must have been a secret organization since sorcery was secret for the most part. That is also a fact. I actually do like this a lot because now we're... This is, again, like a thing where I see, like, it's going to expand everything about this story more and more now. Because now you have multiple organizations. I hear the wind of Akamura Soga, by the way, in the background stuff. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But that wind I just heard right now was absolutely nuts. So this is a sign right now to keep reading the chapter. We don't know. The academics want a swordsmith's opinion. They must be seriously desperate. You're no ordinary swordsmith. Your input would be a great boon. Are y'all for real? It's crazy I tell it's him from the peripheral vision all the way from the other page. Nah, bro, I'm telling you, when I saw the back of that head and stuff, bro, bro. I'm telling you, man, like, this is why I always appreciate when people say keep reading for these obvious reasons. This is a slight game changer now. Because I was thinking in my head, if we're going to get other swordsmiths, it has to be like a Hishaku swordsmith. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that's outside the confinements. I have my worries, though, what it means long term. But if Subaru is, in fact, brother, this is... Keep reading? Okay. So you're no ordinary swordsmith. Your input would be a great boon. So confirmation right there, Subaru is, in fact, a swordsmith as well. Which probably is the person that he learned or taught at some point with Kunishige. And I see all these swords. By the way, love this shot over here with the swords. Japan is a sword-centered society. The number of swordsmiths is well over 2,000, counting the no-names. Bro, I haven't even brought out the belts yet because I know for a fact that we're about to get into something insane soon. We have to be, because there's no way this chapter has been moving so good right now. Nah, man. Hulkazono has something for me, bro. 2,000. I was expecting maybe 1 or 2 or 3 at most. 2,000. Now, here the thing is, though. Are we going to have 2,000 by the time we go back to the present? The answer is probably no. The answer is for sure probably not. He's a swordsmith, sushi maker, and enchantably weird. Bro, Subaru's kind of goated, bro. Like, I don't even look at his face like that yet, bro. Like, I mean, we kind of did whatever from the little cover page and stuff going into Sword Bear Assassination. But even so, bro, man's already kind of goated, bro. A swordsmith, a sushi chef, and a swordsman, bro. I don't know, he's different, bro. He really is different, bro. Anyways, so it's well over 2,000. So I'm going to assume, though, like, by the time it gets to the present time, it might be GG's. Of these, the state recognizes the artisans. I think it's artisans. I know artists. I know I could easily say artisans, but artisans, I'm pretty sure. Representing the nation's highest level of excellence as living treasures of Japan. W swordsmith upscale. Because if they wasn't doing all this stuff, Right now, hey man. Yo, Weary XL, what's good, fam? What's good, fam? This CV is packed, bro. I'm telling you, he is different, bro. You tell me swordsmith. You tell me the #1 sushi chef in Nippon, and he with the shits. He in the streets. He been jumped off the porch. He been jumped off the tatami sheets and stuff, bro. Whatever it is, the floor mats and whatever, bro. That's literally, bro. That's why I think we're gonna have to start doing that out of respect, man. For Japan, we can't say jump off the porch because I don't think Japan people have a lot of porches and stuff. So they've been jumping off the tatami floorboards, bro. That's I think we're gonna start saying from now on. In Japan's history, there have only been 3. Can I reread this one more time? Because what I'm seeing right now is Hokuzono showing me why this is the Tonoya manga. Of these, the state recognized the artisans. The artisans, yes. Representing the nation's highest level of excellence as living treasures of Japan. In Japan's history, there have been 3. This man is one of them. Oh, God. And I see this sign right there. It just says his name, bro. Subaru. I took the day off from my main job. And it has clothes right there. So, yeah, I can't get any eats, bro. It's a sad day, bro. I can't get no eats. No eats, bro. No eats, bro. I gotta start wearing headgear like Subaru now. Nah, I might have to, bro. I'm gonna have to find some kind of rope or something, bro. It's actually hilarious now how full circle the rope has come for my life now. Where I joke about it all the time and stuff because of how bad my sports teams would be. And then all of a sudden, here we are. Right. Being a living treasure of Japan is a side job for you. I'm going to turn this page, and this is probably going to be the last page of the chapter. Who knows? Oh, my God. No, I waited. I waited all chapter, bro. I waited all chapter, bro. Before I even read what I'm about to see. Before I even read what I'm about to see, bro. Before I even read what I'm about to see, bro. Nah, man. We got to get the Infinity Stones, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro? You already know what it is, bro. You know what it is, bro. Look at my sushi chef swordsmith. God, bro. Look at this demon, dude. Subaru Urita. Honestly, bro, you could call him Subaru Eureka, bro. Because at that point in time, bro, this is what I'm looking at, man. If you play Civ 6 and you know when you get that Eureka moment when you actually see something of a wonder or whatever, bro, that is dead ass Subaru Urita, bro. Dead ass is him, bro. Look at it, bro. The cut. Nah, man. The little short sky top and everything you got over there, bro. This scar is crazy. We're gonna learn about that scar. The mustache. The mustache is tough. However, let's keep it at that length, man. Let's get this over with. I got sushi to make. Sir, this is a national project. There it is, bro. Subaru Urita, sushi chef. And that is, in fact, the end of the chapter, bro. Oh, my God, bro. Nah, hey, listen. W's in the chat for Hokuzono, bro. W's in the chat, bro. We got a great chapter right here, bro. This is some eats. King Bradley. He dead ass is King Bradley, bro. He dead ass is King Bradley, bro. Oh my God. Nah, bro. Yo, bro. Exile, you already know, bro. Y'all know that FMA Brotherhood Greatness, bro. Still top 1 anime, bro. King Bradley inspired design. Yeah, bro. It's game over, bro. Pinky, I already know, is going to look god tier, man. That name drop is coming soon. I can't wait. We will be there no matter what. We will be there no matter what, bro. Oh my God, man. Imagine Subaru got a low taper fade. Hey, bro. Honestly, post time skip? Who says no? Who says no, bro? Who says no, man? Sushi making is that serious. That's big facts. The last sword wielder is a girl. I'm pretty sure you think she's a baddie. Based on design of what we see for Pinky, that's probably going to be my daughter, bro. So, unless I'm told she's like in her mid 40s and 50s, that's a different ballgame. But that's something that Hokuzono is going to have to explain. But for now, We're not going to fall into temptation nor concerning allegations. So no. So we won't do that. We got Hattori Hanzo from Kill Bill. Bro. Yo, y'all coming through with the references on these characters, bro. Yo, y'all know what's up, man. Y'all seriously know what's up, bro. Now, let me see. What was the chances this guy is Rokuhiro's master? A good chance. A very good chance. And if not his master, at least a colleague that helped him out in his growth at some point in time. But that also could be fine. I wouldn't have no issues whatsoever if Subaru was the one that basically took care of Kunishige and stuff. But anyways, let's go into the review portion. Let's go into the review portion right now for the chapter, because obviously that's what we got to do. And granted, we got no problems with Viz and stuff with this doing this, because that's how it is. So we'll go into the stuff with the lab and stuff after, because it connects really back to the end of the chapter. Shiba and Masahiro, I really like this little duo and stuff that we have right here. Obviously, we're going to find out in time what's going to happen with Masahiro and everything there. But they make their way over to Kunishige. You get to see little bits of like what that personality was of Kunishige when he was getting into the swordsmith game, but mostly the relationship between himself and Shiba when they were younger. They've known each other since at the very least when they were 12. That goes as far back, but I would imagine a lot younger in the time that they've known each other and everything, right? But you see like all the problems that he had before and stuff. I don't know if this was Subaru, but it would make a lot of sense now that Subaru was involved in this whole thing with his training. We have to do better when it comes to Kunishige's spot. Like, we have to get him some eats. Even though we know he gets eaten at the very end of his lifetime and stuff, a 3v1 and all that, we gotta get him some proper eats, some proper guala. So Chiaki Soga knows what's up, man. But seeing how he's able to like understand everything about the Dattenseki, how it can work, what not to do, what to do, and all that, just shows you the genius that he is. He is a monster. And obviously that falls into the fact of the enchanted blades to which he created. But getting that name drop right there, Princess Soga. I can't wait to see when we see Akamura eventually at some point in time after in this flashback. But that Chiaki reveal is going to go absolutely stupid. So I can't wait for that. Shout out to Chiaki. In due time, we will be there. And obviously, we're going to go to Tokyo and stuff afterwards. My guy was trying to go full introvert. I'm not trying to see Chiaki. I'm good. Hey, but if lunch is on the line, we're in there, man. So hopefully she doesn't find out that's the fact. Otherwise, we're probably going to see an Iori punch to, I'm saying? We're going to get that Iori punch afterwards over to Samura in the same vein. That's going to end up happening from Chiaki over to Kunishige. But the latter part of this chapter, we get the whole thing afterwards about the Sorcery Bureau, which tells us that the government is going to have a factor to play in what's coming up later on. Not to mention, the most important part is Mr. Eureka himself. Honestly, that's going to be my nickname for him, bro. It's Mr. Eureka. Because Urita, obviously, is the pronunciation, but I get Eureka every time. But how much this tells you right here, the artisans, whatever you want to go with, right? The fact that he is labeled as a national living treasure. Who do you think the three are, by the way? If you have to tell me right now, between Kunishige, maybe Subaru are two of the three. Who's the three you would have to make for that? But they go into detail about this guy. He is a different being, different ball game. And this design, King Bradley, Hattori aspired. Let me tell you right now, man. We got ourselves a legend in the making. In Subaru Urita, bro. That is my sushi chef, swordsmith god. You already know what it is, man. You know what it is. Easily 10 out of 10 chapter, bro. Like 10 out of 10. This flashback is off to a phenomenal start, and we're nowhere even near when the best is yet to come. So, yeah, man. So shout out to Hokuzono, bro. Oh boy, absolutely cooked this week, man. But yeah, let me open up a chat over here on the side. And I appreciate everybody who has been tuning in right now for today's stream. I don't know how many people we had at some point in time right now for how crazy this chapter was becoming and stuff. But yeah, man, great stuff. And obviously, of course, with the time difference now changing, we are starting at 11 a.m. So if you're watching on the VOD or you're tuning in after the fact or whatever, yeah, we are starting a little bit later in the time and stuff. But anyways, let me see what y'all are saying right now in chat. Let me see. Who else thinks it's very strange that Pinky is the last sword bearer we don't see? Probably for obvious reasons and stuff, which I do think that we're going to learn about in some time from Hokuzono. For what reason, I don't know. We'll see. The pace of this chapter is good, not too fast. He might actually take his time. So here's my thing, though. I was gonna ask you guys about this, and I think we talked about last chapter, but I'm not sure like what the thing was. But how long do you see this flashback going on for? Because for me personally, I had this going at least until the summertime. I can't see this being like until like the year. You know what I'm saying? Like that will be quite long and stuff. But I do think this has got a good chance of at the very least being until summer. So summer is when I can see it. Maybe like July, August is when I could maybe see it wrapping up, depending on how quick, of course, the pacing is going to be. But y'all let me know what y'all think the time is going to be on that for the runtime. Because I do think the longer it goes, the better it's going to be for setting the pace of what part 2 is going to be like. So yeah. Kunishige the underdog being Subaru the legend swordsmithing would be crazy. That would be insane if they did some kind of like a feat to show it. But then again, the fact that he made the enchanted blades already tells us that for a fact. So if they're recruiting teenagers to fight in a war, giving them a blade of mass destruction, they must have been desperate. Or they saw the potential, they knew, hey, this is who we can trust, right? So yeah. Seki does feel inspired by a Philosopher's Stone. It does. A little bit does. But I've been saying that the Seitei War and its role in the story does feel like an Ishvalan war with a state alchemist. And yeah, you know what? Weary, you might be spitting, bro. You might be spitting. Highlights, Princess Soga, man. Shout out to Big Soga. Chihiro, Prince outfit win. Honestly, we should be getting that soon. Let me know, y'all. How would you guys want him to get a whole new fit in part 2 or just like a more cleaner cut of what he got afterwards? Y'all let me know. Chiaki Roku here. I can't wait for that name drop, bro. Even though it's gonna last for maybe at most like a year before she gets popped. We'll see. We'll see. But I don't know. Have they said though that she's alive or not yet? So like her status is still up in the air. More than likely she might have died after the war. But that's something I feel like that would be a wild thing though if she is in fact alive somewhere else out there. That would be kind of crazy, but I would assume she probably is dead. So 2 chapters in, it already clears 80% of the manga arcs, bro. Yo, if we being real, Topsy, hey man, I'll tell you right now, the ceiling, I can't see the ceiling. That tells you how insane the potential is. So what does Soga clan think of Kunishige and Chiaki? I think Akamura was probably like, he probably felt a way. Then he got to understand them, especially when he crafted him a blade. And then he just went off his rocker at one point. So we'll have to see on that. Let me see. No wonder they covered up the malediction. The prince committed genocide. He did. He actually did, bro. He's just a lowly weapons dealer. Hey, Wara lowly, man. Last chapter with the government's lapdog comment recontextualized so much. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, same. Yep. Let me see. Soga clan being involved with the government is such a crazy lore drop. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, though, you kind of had to assume that was going to be the case afterwards because of the way things were playing out with when they locked them up. Obviously, having the malediction happen, I'm almost forgetting the damn name of the sword, which is like telling you right now how much this chapter did its damage on me and stuff afterwards. But like, you know what I mean, right? Like after everything that happened, stuff with Soga and just the blade itself that he possessed. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now on the sword. That's how I'm telling you right now. This chapter actually did a number on me, bro. I think that fridge really fucked me up. No cap. I think that fridge really did mess me up, bro. When I saw that, bro, everything it takes to remember everything, it just dissipated out of me, bro. It's actually so bad, bro. It's actually so bad. So bad. The Shinichi, right? With the Shinichi, it's like, obviously the sword just built different. So it's like, the sword saying, man, listen, he tapped into a power he shouldn't have. And honestly, I do think that power that Chihiro was talking about before we went into the whole war and stuff, I think probably did exactly that, where it's like it tapped into an extra power that took the lives of those 200,000 stuff. 30 to 50 chapters, okay, 35 plus, I can see that. I can see that for sure. If the arc lasts the whole year, I'm not complaining. I wouldn't at all. I just think, I will say this though. If this is the plan for what Hokuzono wants to do, if they want to go and make this, I don't know how many, like until the summertime or at the end of the year, you have to get that anime announcement out the earliest at Anime Japan, the latest sometime in the summer. You got to make that happen because the very scary thing, and I've seen this happen before with Magi, when it gets into an absolutely insane arc that doesn't really dive into the main characters, but the people around them and stuff, it goes for a long time and it hurts them afterwards. And granted, not having the anime come out when it was supposed to be also did its damage. For Kagurabachi, I think you have to announce that anime so people we're thinking about these characters that we're about to see soon in the anime and just to build up that hype while continuing the greatness that we're on right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. 20 to 35 chapters about Rakuzaji. That would be fine. That would be fine with that. I'll be fine with that. So much of the pack into here it has potential. Not going to set myself as... Yeah. I'll say this right now. Whatever the plan is from Hokuzono, I'm with it, bro. So, I don't want it to be rushed. Likewise. I was told on Reddit that princess doesn't mean royalty in feudal Japan. It could be a mistranslation, but can't imagine they would want Kunishige with their daughter. Hey, you never know what a mandem will pull up on a galdom and what they'll possibly do to force their hand. Because I don't know. Listen, maybe she likes cross-eyed dudes who wears crazy fish shirts or whatever and has terrible fridge etiquette, bro. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. We're gonna need a dialogue from Chiaki of what she saw in Kunishige, but we also have to thank her for the fact that she birthed Chihiro. That much we know. But it's gonna be very fascinating to see how she fell for that man. I can't wait to see that. Let's see. ZST, what's good, fam? Missed a chapter, but really interesting that Chihiro's mom had a prophecy tied to the vision of it. Ooh, that could be the case. I think Yoro was just making shit up to manipulate Samura there. He could have, maybe. We still haven't seen his sorcery, though. There's more to Yoro, absolutely so possible. So here's the thing. I do think in part 2, though, we have to hope that Yoro will be back and stuff, because if he's not, I think it's GG's. If Akamura stays as is and stuff, twerking in the dungeon or whatever, which I don't think he is at this point, he probably is going to get his body back. Yeah, that's probably the thing. Let me see. Probably missed one comment. My God, I was moving so fast. Cleaner cut for Chihiro. Would love to see him in Soga. Yo, that would be tough. Udinsky. Imagine, bro. Oh my God. If he's in like the Soga clan attire or something, bro, that'd be dope. Hopefully they have some good garbs. Hopefully they do. Do you think they're literally royalty or it's a figure of speech? I'm going to assume, Lucas, that they probably are. I'm going to assume that they're royalty. Because it's like, we don't know about the timelines and stuff, so it's like, it has to make sense at some point in time that that's probably what it is. Because if it's a figure of speech, it's like why we, like, there's probably other ways you could have gone and said it. Let me see. I hope Kagurabachi anime doesn't get the Sakamoto Days treatment. The anime should have been JJK levels. It should have been. And, Sakamoto Days, from what I read of it at the time, very good manga and everything, but you definitely got to treat this one with respect, which is why, like, if Sai Games is taking the time that they're taking to make sure this is going to be a godly, and by the way, this has to be weekly. I don't want to see it get the JoJo treatment of like a whole binge of a season. I need the weekly experience. That matters a lot. Being hopeful, the Kagurabachi is probably already in production for quite a while now. They're just making it. Yeah, they're probably taking their time in the slow cooker and all that. Hokuzono's comment on Medulla's ending. No, I don't want it to end. That's funny, bro. Who paid blood to say this? Hey, man, listen, bro. Chill, bro. You gotta chill. Because, bro, you can't be, listen, man. At the end of the day, bro, I can't wait to see what Gege does with their next work, and that's all I'm going to say on that. But at the very least, at least my boy Yuji, amen. Let me see. Hokuzono's definitely, I mean, yeah, listen. Who isn't a JJK fan, bro? Let's be honest, bro. But I'm hoping, though, Gege's next work will take the time in the kitchen. They put some extra seasoning. We're in there, bro. Please, this month I can't take it anymore. It's almost been 3 months. Hey, listen. Anime Japan is the end of the month. I think we're going to get a chance. I think Chiaki X Kunishige was a secret. It probably could have been. Or there could have been some defiance. Who knows? Maybe that's probably also the reason it started the war, too. We don't know. Right? If they are royalty, then what was the relationship with the royal family of Shikoku? That could also be something we have to find out. I think it's going to lead to something that led to the war. Probably. To be honest, we don't know if the KGB Japan was an atrocity. Wait. We don't know if the KGB Japan is aristocracy. I have to remember that's another word. Aristocrat. Yeah, I can say aristocrat, but I can't say aristocracy. I don't know. Democracy, as we only know of Kaminabi as a government. That is true. There's a lot of context we're gonna have to find out at some point in time for that. So Chiaki could probably see the future. Woo! That's probably a thing. That's probably a thing. She might actually have foresight. She might have foresight though. Who knows? Enough time has passed. Love, where to say what's good, fam? What's good, fam? I know you're coming towards the end and stuff because I'm not sure if you were in the beginning, but I appreciate you still coming through, fam. Always, 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 always. Hokuzono is just different gravy. That is facts. Hokuzono, honestly, man, special author, man. The way he's been able to do everything that he has been for the longest of times, just so crazy, man. Random, but do we think that we could ever see Hiyuki or her summon? I forgot the name of the Flame Bone in this arc. I remember Kagurabachi Reddit going crazy for a week because it's all. Here's the thing. I think the Flame Bone specifically with Hiyuki. So I don't know if anyone else is gonna end up having it afterwards. Because I don't know. Have we gotten the age description yet for when it comes to Hiyuki, like how old she actually is? I'm not too sure. So I don't know. But yeah, I think this will be a good point. We could probably unless you guys have more questions. If you have more questions you want to ask right now, please fill them in right now, man. KGB world is so interesting. I hope there's more world building. I think there's gonna be a lot more. You know what's hilarious, bro? I'm reading this as KGB, like the KGB, like you know what I'm saying, like the actual the KBG and stuff. And I'm taking into account you're always saying Kagurabachi. It's so crazy to me, man. That's actually hilarious, bro. Emmanuel, first time on the channel. What's good, friend? Thank you for coming through. Thanks for coming through, man. Yeah, I missed the start. Maybe next week I won't be. Hey, listen, don't worry, you're good, fam. Listen, I know that the times have changed completely when it comes to daylight saving and stuff, but we out here, man. People theorize that Flame Bone was a Shokoku weapon and coming up. Ooh. So that could be something we could see. That could be something we could see. And you know what? I'm very open to that idea there. Very open to it, Lucas. As a Shokoku weapon, that would be quite something. Interesting. I never really thought of it like that and stuff, but yeah. But when it comes to the Kagurabachi world building and stuff, I do think I think it's gonna stay primarily within Japan, but we're gonna get inklings and stuff here and there that other people are probably gonna have like a factor to play at some point in time. So yeah. But yeah, I think this will be a good ending point right now for the stream itself. Because we did talk about everything that we need to get into, and yeah, man, it was a W time. I appreciate everybody who came through today. Listen, if you're watching live, I appreciate you. If you're watching on the VOD, you made it all the way to the end. I appreciate you. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What you guys made of the chapter. What do you make of all the stuff that we learned? What do you make of what we're about to get into very, very soon? And let me know, man. Like, we had a crazy time, bro. But hey, man. I know for a fact we're going to get more madness coming up soon, and it's going to make for amazing content for the chapters to come. Most definitely. I didn't know Subaru was a swordsmith. Wonder how their first incarnation... Oh, I read his incarnation. That's my fault. That's how I know my reincarnation is starting to die out. I didn't know Subaru was a swordsmith. Wonder how their first interaction will be with Subaru and Rokuhira. I think more than likely we're going to see that in very quick time. I don't know when exactly and stuff, but we'll probably find out in time. But, as I said, like the video if you're watching on the VOD, if you like the stream, if you're watching live, subscribe if you haven't already. This is the place to be when you're here. When Kagurabachi is out at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are live. With that being said, I will catch you guys next week. Same time, same place, for more of the greatness that is the Seitei War arc in Kagurabachi. And you know what I'm about to ask y'all right now, since we are nearing the end right here. Spam away the emojis, the emotes, whatever it is that makes you feel about Kagurabachi. You know which ones, for which characters, especially in this chapter. Spam them away as we go into our outro. With that being said, I will catch y'all next week. Tomorrow we are live for Dandadan at 11 a.m. Eastern Time for the next chapter. We have JJK coming out on Thursday. I assume we'll be at the same time. One Piece on break. We're going to figure something out afterwards, probably the live action for season 2. With that being said, I will catch y'all in the next one. W chapter. Shout out to Kagurabachi. Shout out to Hokuzono, the Tanoya manga, putting out greatness as they should. We will be there every week for it, no matter what. Commodore Lad signing off. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care. Join the Discord server, by the way. Join the Discord server for more talks.